Okay, this is the electronic control unit. As you can see, someone has already dealt with the cover and they have dismantled the cover, as you can see here and here. So now I'm going to remove the cover and get access to the connector pins. As you can see, someone has already been here and they have tie clipped it. They have tie clipped the ECU with and the cover. As you can see, connector locking or unsecuring clips are broken, so now there is no connector locking clips here. As you can see, on the connector was just secured with the cable ties, plastic cable ties, and this is the connector 1, 2, 3, and there is no any securing gun or locking clips. Look at the connector. When I disconnect the connector, as you can see here, and also here, this pen and this pen clearly damaged. Look, these two are damaged. Okay, as you can see, I have found the wire by the continuity test. This wire is connected to the coil pack at connector pin 1, and here, as you can see, and this is pin 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 32. This is pin 32, this small connector. As you can see, the resistance is very low. This is directly connected to pin 1 at the ignition coil pack. So actually this is pin 24 at this connector. So this is 2017 C-Max 1.6 with the engine code PND something, I cannot remember now. So this is the number 1 ignition coil primary circuit control wire connected at the ECU connector, this small connector. There are 3 connectors, one with the brown color here, this one, and the other is with the gray color, and this is the black color and the small one, and this is connected to pin 24 the other one, which is this one, pin 3 at the ignition coil pack and primary circuit control wire for the cylinder 1 and 4, and this is connected to pin 16. Yeah, this is connected to pin 16. So because here in the UK the wiring diagram and component check option is not available on the O2 data, so you have to check like this. So now I'm going to can put the ECU back on and secure with the plastic cable tie, and then connect the battery terminal back and start the car. And now I'm going to take the data or measure or take the value at this pin and see if the signal is coming here or there is any activity on this wire. As you can see, this is, let me turn this light on. This is the this one, the purple and white one. This is connected to the ignition coil pack pin 3, and this is the ignition coil pack primary circuit control wire for cylinder 1 and 4, and here this is connected to pin pin 16. I'm not sure if you are able to see. Let me do it like this. Let's see. This is actually I can see. Let me see here. Yeah, 32. This is pin 16, as you can see. Okay, good so far. Okay, now I'm going to install the ECU back, this one, which is here. Yeah, and also if I show you the connector. Connector is good. Let me install the ECU and see. So once again, very low resistance. This is connected direct from the ignition coil pack pin 3 to pin 16 at the ECU. The smaller black colored connector. Okay. Now we have found the ignition primary circuit control wire. So this wire at the ECU connector pin 24 is connected at the ignition coil pin 1, and this one, this one, at the ECU connector, pin 16 is connected to pin 3 at the ignition coil. So now I'm going to mark them. And another thing, guys, be careful, because I have put this test pin into the terminal here, but I checked first, because this my test pin thickness is much smaller than the ECU pin which goes through this terminal. So make sure and that it's the same like terminal. As you can see, it's very easy come out. So now I'm going to mark this, and then put the ECU back and secure it with the plastic cable tie, and then connect the scope here, and take the measurement or the signal value and see whether it's grounding here or not. Another thing that we check previously, because there is no any open condition between this connector and the ignition coil itself, because as you saw previously, there is a good continuity. But again, we see when we install the ECU and when we are going to take the signal value from here, and then we will see that what value we can get from here. So I'm going to mark this with the pen. So unfortunately pen is, let me take another pen. So this is different color marker. Yeah, that's going to be all right. So I marked the pen, the signal wire. I'm not sure whether you can see. Yeah, it's all right. Now I'm going to put the ECU back. As you can see, I have put the connector back to the ECU, or connected the connector to the ECU, and then I have back proved the ignition coil signal wire. So this is the yellow and green control signal control wire is going to be on channel 1 on the scope meter connected to yellow, and the another the second ignition coil primary circuit control wire is going to be on channel 2 on the scope meter, and I connected to here the lead color is red, but on the scope meter it's going to be on green. So now I'm going to connect the battery back, and then take the test value, or take the signal value from the control wire, ignition primary circuit control. Okay, I have set up the scope meter, and now I'm going to start the engine, and you see if there is any event taking in both control wires, both ignition primary circuit control wires. So now I'm going to start the engine. Okay, I have started the engine, and yellow channel is connected to the primary circuit of the ignition coil, cylinder 2 and 3, and the green or channel 2 scope lead is connected to the control wire of the ignition primary circuit, cylinder 1 and 4. Now, as you can see, there is events taking place in every cylinder, and the engine is running very, very smooth, as you can see here. Let me show you. Look, no misfire, no, everything is running very, very smooth. So what was the problem actually? I'm going to explain the problem to you. So the problem was because, as I have shown you previously, that the connector didn't have any locker at the ECU port to be locked and hold securely tight. So due to the time passing or running the car over the road hole part, over the humps, vibrating, so the connector has become loose because that was secured by plastic cable tie, and so the control wire of the ignition primary circuit, which is responsible for cylinder 2 and 3, was not grounding, or the pin was from the harness wire, female terminal from the harness side of the wiring loom was disconnected from the male pin to the ECU side. As you can see, now the car is running very, very smooth. So we have fixed the problem, and I'm happy with that, because the car came from another garage, and the technician or the mechanic told the owner or the customer that you need to change the ECU because your ECU is faulty. So I'm happy that I have saved loads of money to the customer, and so we have fixed the problem. So let me show you the engine, how smooth it is running, how smooth the engine is running. Let me zoom out this. So this is the engine, and I'm going to clear whole the diagnostic trouble code, which is stored in the memory, and also I'm going to show you once again that I have proved the ECU there. Where is that? Yeah, can you see? Now I have also tied with the cable tie, but my one is very, very strong and heavy duty one. So it's going to work, but anyway, I'm going to inform the customer that you definitely need a wiring loom that has the locker clip on it. Thanks for watching. Okay, now I'm going to clear the fault code. And the car is ready now. Good news. Okay, good. So, manual. What the hell is doing, dude? So, control. So this one. Read good. Key on. Yes. Too long. Okay. So we still have no ignition. Yeah, we still have ignition coil. Ignition coil B primary control circuit open. We still have that signal, so we are going to clear that. As you can see here, we haven't got the engine management light on. It's on because the ignition is on right now. The engine is not running, so we cannot start Ford. For this reason, we cannot start the engine because of with the Ford. When modules or every module is communicating with the scan tool, so the engine has to be off. So I'm going to, because I drove the car, I took it to a road test drive, and then there was no engine management light illuminating. So now I'm going to clear the fault code. So go back, okay, erase code, yes, so code have been successfully erased. Return to the function menu and tap read code to verify. Okay, verify read code. So again, it's going to take longer. So okay, just the ambient temperature fault stored. Now I'm going to exit the scanner from the car. Yes, so yes, exit. Okay, scanner exit. Now I'm going to start the car. So car is engine is running very smooth as previously. I'm not sure whether you saw that or not. The rev counter was fluctuating up and down. Now it's steady and good. That was good result from the repair.